My name is Felix. I'm a young man who lives with his father and his cousin brother Edward. We survive from a lot of illegal things that we do, such as robbery, heist, money laundering, and many more. So my father told us not to be involved in any relationship because it was going to distract us from this business that we do. But that was before I met this beautiful girl, Linda. So this is the way I met her. I was busy with an operation robbing a supermarket, and I just bumped in her when I was busy running away. And this is how our love story began. Unfortunately, her dad was a policeman, and with the kind of business that we were doing, it was going to be a big problem for us. I knew my dad was not going to approve of this relationship, for he had already told us not to be involved in any. Not talking more of a policeman's daughter. It was really going to be a no from him. But you know things of the heart. I was already fallen for this girl. We started dating secretly. I never told her the kind of the business that I was doing, but she started suspecting me because of some reasons. And when she finally knew that I was a robber, she really covered up a lot for me. From her dad and her sister, she never told them what kind of a guy who I was. And I really appreciated her for that. She was really in love with me, and she wasn't ready for me to go to jail. We started having problems because she really wanted me to stop doing what I was doing. And I also didn't want to do it anymore, but I was afraid what my father was going to say about it. But because I loved her, I told my father and my brother that I wasn't interested in robbing people anymore. They didn't believe me. They couldn't believe what I was saying. But I was sure I was no longer interested in that because I was in love with Linda. And I was ready to sacrifice anything for our love. On other side, her dad and his team were busy trying to catch the robbers that were robbing the town, and they didn't know it was his son-in-law to be. I told Linda to go and tell her dad that it was me who was robbing the town, because I was really ready to sacrifice my life or sacrifice myself, because I wanted to start a new life. I wanted to quit what I was doing because I knew it was wrong. So at first she didn't want to do that because she didn't want to lose me, but finally she agreed because I told her it was going to work, it was going to be well. When she told her dad that she was dating a robber, her dad was very angry. He shouted at her, but it was already late. It wasn't going to help anything because we were already deep in love. So they came and arrested us, my brother, my father and I, and we went to jail for a year. She pleaded with her dad to release us, to talk with the superior so that we can get released. She was really in love with me. I couldn't believe someone could do that for love. She pleaded with her dad, but her dad knew that our crimes were not that easy to get forgiven, to get released. But eventually, he spoke to the superiors and we got released after a year. We were so happy and we really appreciated Linda and her family for what they did for us. Finally, I went to their home and asked for Linda's hand in marriage. I thought maybe his dad is gonna deny it, but because he saw that there was love between us, he agreed and we got married. My father appreciated Mr. Achema, who was Linda's father, and they became friends. And me and Linda lived happily after.